All right. Well, we have been asked often if we believe in miracles. And we do think it's important that all of you believe in miracles. Now, miracle is something that happens that you aren't expecting. That something can be going in one direction and it looks like it's going to lean into a terrible negativity. And everyone's anticipating that terrible negativity. And suddenly, through everybody's conscious effort, it goes in another direction where it's suddenly positive. It's suddenly a beautiful experience. And everyone's exclaiming, oh, it's a miracle. We'd say it's more that everyone finally thought about it a bit more and decided that they didn't want the bad thing to happen, that they wanted to alleviate any sort of negativity. And collectively, everyone involved in whatever the incident was decided to move it in a different direction. So miracles are something that should be more commonplace, we would say. Because when it's defined as a miracle because it's something that looks like it's going to go in one direction and it's not going to be good and then suddenly it goes better. We think every incident, every moment in physical reality can be a miracle. Decide that it's going to be. There have been people who have been very sick and then people say, oh, well, they have like 6 months to live or they've got 2 weeks to live. And instead of going to the negative of it, look at the positive aspect. If the body's going to wear out, this individual can go to another body and another experience. And continuance is something that's always going to be there. So we'd say every day, decide that you're going to expect miracles and you believe in them, more importantly. And open your consciousness up and say, all right, this looks pretty bad at the moment. And it looks like the ship is sinking. But how about if we think maybe what happens if the ship doesn't sink? And if we all collectively think about it in that regard, yeah, we can all create a miracle here. That happens all the time. Now, some will say, oh, well, there's many times where it doesn't happen. Well, maybe there's a reason for that. Or maybe the person involved with it wants things to go a certain way. You have to, in your own heart, decide what it is you want to happen in your reality. And have a belief in miracles. Because if you do, the probability of changing what's going on in the moment has more opportunity to manifest. So every day, look about you. Everything's a miracle. The leaf coming out of the trees, the flower pushing its little self up out of the ground. So a little leaf comes up and all of a sudden a little flower pops up against all odds. The seed wasn't even watered and it pops up and becomes a beautiful flower. Those things do happen. They're not random. They are not something that only happens to certain people. It happens to those who decide to put their thoughts, their heart, and their energy into an extremely positive place and find the way for the miracle to come forward. It can happen. So every day, start to expect miracles. Don't say, oh, well, that always happens to someone else, not me, because then you've set it up that it isn't going to happen to you. So every day, expect miracles. You're not always going to get them, but if everyone is cooperative, the level goes up a bit. And then something can happen that you weren't expecting. That's good. So decide every day to create miracles and be a part of the miracle and see how your life goes. We think it can be very different. So there you have it.